Hello, Home for students and all who interested in this program. Before starting our lesson today, my dear students, remember to take a notebook and a pen in order to note down what we learn here from the beginning to the end of our lessons. I hope you will continue to be with me, geography teacher, Mr. Victor Tadei Clements. My dear students and all viewers, I hope that you see the picture is an introduction. So now let's share ideas with you from the beginning to the end of our lessons. So my dear students and viewers, our lesson today is Introduction to Research. And we are going to learn the following area, or we're going to cover the following area at the end of our lesson. First, or one, define the concept of field research. You can define the concept of field research. A second one, to describe the objective of research in the field of geography. Why we learn research, so we can know. Another, to identify the types of research and the characteristics of research, or characteristic of a good research. Another area we're going to cover, to examine the importance of research in day-to-day life. And also to identify the stage or steps of conducting research. If a researcher needed to collect data or to make a research, should follow the following steps. Also, my dear students, I wanted to ask you a few questions. What is a field research? Safe is finding the truth for some things. Yes, well tried. Another student who can try to answer these questions? Yes, Rashid. Okay, is a work of finding the way of solving problems. That is good. Well tried, my students. Well tried, my students. So, my dear viewers and students and followers, let's discuss together the meanings of a field research. Field research is a type of fieldwork that involves the search for the knowledge through experiment, this we can find a new knowledge, so this is research. My dear student and follower of these programs, let's continue with another area in our lesson today. As we say, we cover the area which I mentioned about. Now we're going to look at the types of research. So let me ask you a question, my dear students. How many types of research are there? Or in your experience? Who can try, my students? Yes, Nasria? There are many types of research. Yes, very good. There is a number or there is a many of types of research. Okay, another student who can try? Mariam? There is a number of research types depend on the purpose of the researchers. That is good. It's a lot of types of research. It depends upon the purpose of the research. Now together, me and you, my students, let's discuss together our questions. My dear viewers and students, as we say, one of the aims of research is to gain a new knowledge toward getting a solution to problems. That is the meaning of research. So, geographers and others, scientists, categorize types of research depend on various issues, such as methods of data collections, purpose of research, and etc. So there is a lot of types of research. It depends on the aims of research. So let us look at depend on the aim of research. Types of research according to the purpose or aims of research are as follows. 1. A basic research. It is a types of research carried out for the sake of generating knowledge. It means that concern with generating and formulating of theories. As scientists, they make different theories, they use a basic research. Example, Ohm's law, my dear student, I think you are familiar in physics. Charles' law, first is they conduct research before developing their laws or theories. So we can say research is very important on our life or in our study. A second type is applied research. Is a type of research that aims to find a solution for a immediate problem facing a society or any industrial. So we can say this is applied research. Example is this research work to find the vaccine. Examples, the vaccine of corona now, this disease which caused a problem in breathing. So they make applied research. Now we have a vaccine of corona. C. Evaluative research. It is a type of research, my student, which is conducted purposely to measure the achievement of a certain scientific practice, my dear students. Example of evaluative research, take example national examination, such as Form 4, national examination, Form 2, or whatever types of examination. Examination measure or assess the achievement of O-level or A-level course of education. It means assesses the completed of from 4 years of O-level. That is, we use a national examination as evaluative research. My students, also another types in this category is analytical research. This research here conducts research by using facts that already are available, and they use a fact to mark a critical evaluation of the material. Example, my student, this type of research used by police to investigate. Maybe police, they needed to investigate a criminal activities. So they use the past action that done by that criminal, by that purpose to under investigation. So they use a reference, the back reference or the past reference to investigate. Another types of research is according to the method used to collect data, my dear student. As we say, lots of types of research. On this, we have quantitative research, we have qualitative research, we have empirical research, and we have the conceptual research. Let us begin with qualitative research, my student. It is a type of research whereby researcher conducts research for the purpose to assess the phenomena based in a quantity. This is to say the quantity. Good example here, my students and the viewers, is a population sensor, which is dealing with the number of people. So we need a quantity here. How many number of people? So we can use a qualitative research. Let's continue with another types, which is qualitative research. It is a type of research, my dear student, whereby researcher conducts research for aim to accept or to investigate something for current or true indicators, my dear student. Example of these types of research. Many countries in the world are locked down. Now they have locked down due to the corona. So the impact of lockdown include effect on the economy of that countries. My dear students and viewers, there are other forms of researches which also can be conducted. These are empirical research. This is a research relies on experience, or observation alone, often without due regard the system and the theories. It is data-based research. We can say it's a data-based research, coming up with conclusions which are capable of being verified by observation or experiment, my dear students. Example, on mindset of a farmer always using fertilizer produce high yield. Always if a farmer in their mind to use yield, but is not any fertilizer can influence high yield, because some fertilizer have chemical, can destroy the crops. So solution here is to base in experiment to conclude the mindset of a farmer. So can you make experiment a chemical fertilizer and a manual fertilizer, so can know that condition. Also, my dear viewer and student, also another type of research is conceptual research. Is a type of research that is related with abstract idea or theories. It is most applicable on invisible world. It is concerned with phenomena that cannot be seen, touched, or heard. Example of empirical research are moral behavior, traditional belief that you can have, some people can believe, but that also they doing research. My dear viewer, after discussing the type of research, let's ask you or ask ourselves, which is a good research after conducted? If you conduct a research, so we select which is a good research. This question should be researcher ask himself or herself when conducting a research. Now let's discuss together that question of a good research for discussing the characteristics of a good research. Here down you can discuss the characteristics of good research. Who can try, my dear student, to answer this question? Who can try? Yes, Mariam. A good research must be follow steps during conducting. That is good. Very good for tried. Another students? Yes, Faraj. A good research is that which solve problem. Oh, yeah. Yes. Very good for trying, my students. Now, let's discuss together the quality of good research. Which is a good research? So you can know the quality of good research if you are going to conduct a research. 1. Good research is systematic. It means that research is structured with a specific step to be taken in a specific field and a sequence. Example, good research follows steps such as to have a topic of researching and to have a hypothesis. My students, also another criterions is of a good research is a logic. This implies that research is guided by the rules of logic reasons and the logic processes. Also, a good research is empirical, my student. It means the conduction or bare evidence of the factual that can be verified. Example of these types, the condition of raining depend much on the availability of rain cloud. So if you have a rain cloud, the rain can be coming. So that you can say is a factor which is influenced. On the other hand, a good research is a goal-oriented, purposefully for the solving of problems. So if you conduct research, should be have a condition which can be help solve problems. Example, doctor with patient. That is, it can solve problems. Doctor can solve a problem of disease. Not only that, but also a good research is a selective. A researcher normally focuses on only one problem or phenomena, rather than generate several research in the same time. Only can stick on the one problem. Researcher must work with a single problems, not working with two or more phenomena at the same time, because can mix or can be confused himself. Also, we continue with another criterion of a good research is objectivity. A research must be impartial, standing point, and being not free from personal interest. Should be work with in the field is not is a personal interest or influence in a conducting research. Avoiding personal interest in research should be work with a problem, my dear students. My dear viewer and students, after discussing the types of research in general, now let us discuss the objective of research in geography. Why we learn research and other studies. Before discussing in detail, let me ask you a few questions, my dear students, concerned to this area. Can you mention the objective of research, of studying research? Who can try? Oh, yes, Suleiman. It helps you to know the history of phenomena. Yes, good, you tried. We can know the history of phenomena through research. Next student, yes, Harun, to find the source of a problem in the area. Oh, okay, very good for tried. So, my dear viewer and the students, the main purpose of research is to discover the answer to the different questions. If we need to answer different questions, we can use research. Through application of science procedure, such as observation and experiment, we can get the answer of the problem or the question. Through each research study, as it is one specific purpose. A research can doing research in a specific purpose. But as a geographer, let's look in general. Objective, number one, and the principle of explain various issues or matters. The aim here to develop theories of education. We need to develop a theory of education. We can use research. For example, now geographer believe there are 8 planets, my dear student. I think you are familiar, instead of 9. Here, geographers conduct research to know the disappearing of Pluto. Why is it disappear? They take a research, or they find a research, or they conduct a research. Another to gain a new knowledge to be added to the existing one. The purpose here, my dear students and the viewer, is to have additional knowledge of something. So that is the aim of research, objective of research. For example, my student, now world suffer with corona. I think you know, is a current issue, corona. So scientists conduct research to get more or new knowledge about the source and how to cure this disease, to cure this disease, my dear student. So they work with the research. Another aims to solve different social, political, and economic problems. Make it the person, if the person they need to make a business, they use research. My dear viewer, and researcher here suggests a good way how to solve existing or coming problems. Also, researchers, they work with that. Example, the current time, Tanzania Meteorological Agency, TMA, announced for the occurred of a cyclone Jobo. I think if we have this information and aware people to stay home to avoid that problem may affect the society by the cyclone Jobo. This we can say, is it solve that problem in a social. My dear students, and also another objective of research is to fill the gaps, develop or raised by others researchers. The work here, the work of researcher, always to solve a problem. Sometimes researcher conduct research for develop the work which not finished by others. So can he going to finish by conducting research in order to finish the work of others. Example, in geography, still geographers conduct research to understand specific reasons which make the disappearance of planet Pluto. Even though the researcher was conducted before, but still work with it cannot be stopped work in order to have the specific result. Another objective of research is to discover answer to the different disturbance or disturbing question. The researcher work in the field is to find the answer of a problem which needed to be finding out the solution. So also the work of research to find a solution. Here the topic given to be researched is the one which a researcher finds to discover the answer. So by using that topic given, so can be, or problem given, can find a solution. Example, the topic of research is unfertile soil and a poor yield in the farm. So researcher can be work to discover the causes of such situation of the poor yield. At the end, he or she become with correct solution to solve that problems. Are you here, my student? Yes. My dear viewer, student, last objective of research is to evaluate success or failure of different projects. Sometimes we make a project but is fail or success. The researcher at the end of his or her work is measure the successful or failure of his work. My student, now we continue with our lessons Today, say we have a lot of area to cover, so we're going to learn another area which we want to cover today, my dear students, is the importance of research in day-to-day life. Why are we doing research? What is the importance of research in day-to-day life we live? So, who can try to explain this importance of research in day-to-day life, my dear student? Who can try? Yes, Omar. Research helps to solve a problem in day-to-day life. Yes, very good, my dear student. Research can solve a problem day-to-day, today, which occur. Another student who can try? Yes, Suleiman. It helps to select activity to participants in the area such as agricultural, trade, and others. Yes, very good for trade. So, now my students, let's discuss in detail the importance of geographical research in day-to-day life. As follows, let us look at that. My dear students, number one, research influences researchers to collect valid data. If you want to collect the data in the field, you can use a research. It means that we select data which have reasoning, as we said before, and which have evidence, and a clear method used to collect data or data collection. Not only that, but also, my dear students, research influences the researchers to know the characteristics of all behavior of a society. If you want to know the behavior of the society surrounding, you can make a research. In this, researcher can be familiar with language they use that society in the field, even though the respondents use different language, but a researcher should be working with. Also, a researcher can be familiar with a problem affecting you to the behavior of the society, can know the problem facing because it can be caused to that society. Also, researcher, before doing research, should be careful with respondent on the area that is not interested to the society. Sometimes the society cannot be interested to that issue, so researcher should be aware. On the other hand, my dear students, research, in another importance, research directs the researcher to solve a problem according to the environment of the problem. To solve a problem according to the environment that the problem is located. The researcher always does not afraid to face in terrible condition during the research, like war, during the field, there is terrible climate, but researcher should be worked with. Also, researcher must do his or her work, although the area with a poor social service. Another important of research, help in a policy making. Usually, research take to researcher for various purposes, sometimes used to make a policy. Another important to create is a long-term and short-term planning toward repetition of the problem, or to avoid the repetition of the problem, my dear students. Also, to set the objective of the policy, this form of research taking place in institution or government. Government, if you need to make a policy, should be conducting research. It's useful to one who is preparing for career or further study. Also, research can help that if you needed to knowledge should be making some research in our educational level. Example, doctor, when discovering a new disease, first is they conducting research for knowing the source of that disease and finding for treatment, my dear student, or medicine for that disease. My dear viewers and students, now we continue with our lessons. So we're going to learn another area which we want to cover for today, is to identify the main stage used in conducting a research. So now we want to conduct a research in the field. Which step we can use, my dear student? My dear viewer, as we say, research need data or information by the work of research. So it is needed step which guide the researcher toward data collection or data gathering, my dear student. So there are 7 main stages. Number 1 should be problem identification, should be have a topic in your research. Another, literature review. We can make a review. We can get a review of that problem. Another, to formulate a hypothesis. Another step is to design a research. Another, to collect of data. Also, to analyze the data and testing of hypotheses. Lastly, to interpret and report writing. So that is a step to follow in order to conduct a research. My student and follower of this program, I hope that now you are familiar with the meaning of research, objective of research, as we say, characteristic of a good research, and importance of research, and lastly, we'll look at the step used to conduct research toward data gathering during a field work. My dear students and all viewers, it is my hope that you have enjoyed and understand our lesson, and we shall be together in the next lesson. My dear students, we can meet in the next lesson. Bye-bye, all of you.